to the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. The Utes will kick it away to start. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense is on the field for the first time today. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. It just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
Wants to throw. It's Beck. Coming after it. Blasted as he lets it go. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Utah!
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he's stopped at the 14. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David. All kinds of running room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Right back to the well. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. And the Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. Never had a chance. One coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. So the Utah Utes offense has the ball for the first time. When you have a weapon like this on the outside, and a guy in the secondary whose job is to take everything away, it's going to be a great matchup, guys.
It's so fun to see how you attack great safeties in the middle of the field. Are you willing to do that, or are you going to try to live on the perimeter? This offensive matchup will be great.
Yeah, normally you'd say receiver versus safety, the receiver's going to win. This safety, though, has got the speed to run with this guy, and he's going to make it interesting back there.
Here comes the offense on first down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Finds a crease at the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Just when you think you have this offense pinned down, they come up with a play like that. Now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 35. Quick strike complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The completion short of the sticks, it's second down. He looks that one in nicely. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Rising. Zings it complete to the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. It's complete to the right. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Utes are threatening in the red zone. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Finds his man. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. And the Utes have it with a first and goal.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Goes to the option. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Utes! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
That's caught. It's Higgins. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
At the 20, he's got space. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UTSA is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Alamo Dome, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 4 over Temple. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got a man. It's Parks. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. He's going to let it go. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Got his man down the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Caught near the sticks. It's McLean. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Utah! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Fires a ball, now it's picked off. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. The offense starts with a short field. Going up top on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. They're bringing heat. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Utes decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Iowa State sending the offense back out. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Lofts one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Dropping back, it's Beck. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. The Cyclones will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Wisely avoiding the big hit with the slide. The offense will have to use its 1st time out of the half. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Got his man. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The snap sets up to throw. Trying to get to it. Quarterback desperately trying to get it off, and he cannot. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half. And do you think there will be second guessing about passing on a field goal try? First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Salt Lake City.
Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't.
He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut wrench.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to the well. Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
That is so impressive. Not only was it a great catch, but also he made sure he had 1 foot in bounds to get the touchdown. Beautiful job.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They're going back to the ground. Tackled after picking up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to move it through the air. Right down the middle. And that pass picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Takes it the other way. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Grabbed over the middle. It's Keithy. Makes the catch and knocked down. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Wide receiver shows motion. Dropping back, it's rising. Flushed out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. They'll line up for a second down play. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes his connection. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Utes are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw. He's got it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The Utes are threatening on 1st and goal.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Wide out in motion. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes! And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they moved the ball 43 yards on that drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered out.
Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Throwing right. He's got it. Oh, he gave him the dead leg. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Fires left. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. He's looking to throw it. That's reeled in. It's Higgins. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. And the Cyclones will have it 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Touchdown, Cyclones! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. UTSA has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 25 over Temple. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He's going to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll get rid of it. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Trying to take it back. The 40. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Hansen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes a grab enough for the 1st. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Looking down the middle. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. That's caught. It's Bernard. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ball game. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. They're trying to get to him. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
It's the 4th quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. They're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. It's Rising. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Gets it out fast. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. And the Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. Running the red zone, it's Bernard. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. It is good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard? Just like that, like you're talking about, Reese. Making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse. Just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer,